Before the video starts, I want to say that I am not the creator of the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise nor its story. All ownership of Five Nights at Freddy's belongs to Scott Cawthon. Also note that the story of Five Nights at Freddy's is not for the weak-hearted and may trigger some viewers. Proceed with caution and remember to enjoy the video. It's been brought to my attention that my interpretation of the canon lore was incorrect in some parts for an amount of time. That has led to some confusion among my viewers. As I am always changing how I perceive the lore, my AU has gotten to the point where my videos have too many mistakes for my comfort. Some of that is cause I didn't write scripts for them, so there is so many mistakes. Because it kept bothering me how confusing I had made my AU, I decided to take the time to set out everything on a document. The document has how I perceive characters, what soul possesses what animatronic, a timeline of events, facts about the AU that need to be stated, types of souls, and pronouns for characters that have been a subject for gender debates since like FNaF 2. I made the document public through my community tab, but let's be honest, nobody looks at that shit. So because not a lot of people have seen the document, not a lot of people know how it works on the channel. That's why this video is a thing. Also, the document will be linked in the description if you would like to look at a more in-depth analysis on my AU. Before I get into the facts, disclaimer. This story is very complex and barely any of what we know is confirmed. So obviously everyone is going to have a different view of what the lore is. I cannot satisfy every viewer with my AU. Now that I got that out of the way, we can start with the facts. William does not regret his actions whatsoever. William Afton killed 5 children in 1985 and then more in 1987. William Afton killed to become immortal. Afton neglected his children on accident because he was so caught up in his work. William Afton is Glitchtrap. Glitchtrap cannot control someone but confuse with their psyche. Mrs. Afton's hairpin was a Mother's Day gift from her children and is the only thing she has left of them. Mrs. Afton is still alive. The lore was created in Mrs. Afton's image. Michael Afton wears a mask to hide his face. Michael lost all of his hair when he died, so he wears a wig. Mike did not know about illusion discs until he reunited with his family. He does, however, remember his dad making them when he was younger. Michael just didn't know what they were. Michael worked at FNaF 1, FNaF 2, FNaF 3, SL, and FFPS. Michael Afton died in the FNaF 6 fire. Michael is an adult. Evan is the name of the crying child/bite victim in my AU. Evan saw William stuff the child into a suit and also witnessed Elizabeth's death. Evan is the middle child. Evan and Cassidy both possess Golden Freddy. Evan is not vengeful towards Michael. He forgives him because he does not see the point in holding a grudge. Elizabeth is the youngest Afton child and died first when she was 5. Elizabeth acted as if Circus Baby was not possessed. I believe this because of her Night 4 dialogue.
There's something very important that I've learned how to do over time. Do you know what that is? How to pretend. Do you ever play make-believe? pretend to be one way when you are really the other? It's very important. But Laura never learns. But I do. They think there is something wrong on the inside. The only thing that matters is knowing how to pretend.
Elizabeth knew Michael was ex-Benedict. The bandages on Elizabeth symbolizes how she tried to force her way out of Circus Baby through kicking and banging. When she was grabbed, some of Elizabeth's ribs broke and pierced her lungs. This caused her to drown in her own blood. The missing children do not forgive William Afton. Susie was the first to be killed in the MCI in 1985. Jeremy is a vengeful spirit as well. All the missing children died in specific ways. It's not canon, but I do not believe that William just used a knife and went stabby stab. Jeremy Fitzgerald was the bite of 87 victim. He did survive, however. The toy animatronics are possessed. Mangle is possessed by Susie's dog. Ennard is a mixture of the Funtime animatronics. This means that Elizabeth controls Ennard. She was kicked out though and possessed Scrap Baby. One of Funtime Freddy's skills is to mimic. This is how Ennard can use CB's voice and then switch to Funtime Freddy's voice when they became Molten Freddy. The Funtime animatronics are possessed by Remnant. The Funtime animatronics were made to capture children so William could experiment with Remnant. If the character has faded pupils and dull eyes, they are dead. Sound illusion discs are present in this AU. If an illusion disc is not in use, the person will be transparent or have a black or red tint to them. The only exception to this is Michael Afton. Charlotte Emily was Afton's first kill. Animatronics don't have personalities unless they are possessed. Programmed personalities aren't really actual personalities. Foam Dude in FNaF 3 is the Fazbear Fright's owner. Charlie died when she was 3 years old. Agony can also possess animatronics. Mike did not know about the FNaF 6 fire until it happened. This is due to a part in the final monologue.
And to you, my brave volunteer, who somehow found this job listing not intended for you. Although there was a way out planned for you, I have a feeling that's not what you want. I have a feeling that you are right where you want to be.
UCN is not William Afton's hell but is a nightmare made by Cassidy to torment him. Henry built the Springlock and original animatronics while William made the Funtimes. In the books, Henry commits suicide but the games say otherwise. In one of the endings of FFPS, Henry says he could have put himself to sleep but chose not to. He dies in the fire along with the monsters trapped in the corridors. The withered animatronics are not the missing children. Well, that was the last fact. Hope you enjoyed.
Connection terminated.